Okay, so we were out here in Erie, Pennsylvania. First time Formula Drift has been to this track, but we last spoke, we were at the shop and Renee and I were going through how we wanted to see this season go and what we were gonna do for the season right before we left for round one. It's now been only 2 months, but seems like it's been about 3 or 4 months because so much has happened, so much traveling all over the East Coast. It's quite draining, so it just feels like more has happened. Let's run back through what happened. Round one, we were in Atlanta. We were doing really good. Then we had motor issues, serious motor issues for the first time ever in FD history. Literally on the run up to our top 32 battle with Adam, and my car was like just bogging out and it felt like a 4-cylinder. The motor's blown. The motor just blew up. We had some issues with the head. Sucks, we got knocked out in 32. I tried to drive through it, the car just wasn't spinning the tires anymore. So then we had motor issues. Then we go to Florida. Cool thing with all that, because you gotta find some good and everything, was we got to spend some time with Adam LZ at the LZ compound. He let us use his facility. We swapped an engine. Where are we? Whoa, it's sunny wherever we are.
Ooh, we're in Florida.
Okay, we're at Adam LZ's compound right now. He let us use one of his spaces here. We got the spare motor here, Mark over there. We got all our gear wrench tools. It's like we have our own little private shop here. It's so cool. Sounds like a 6-cylinder. I guess we're done, right? Should we go left or should we go right? Let's go. I guess he's ready to go.
How's she running?
It's working.
It smells slow.
Maybe we should test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
Do your thing.
I guess we're gonna have a RB versus JZ battle right now. We're about to have some fun. Let's see what happens. Is that one for Team RB?
I think we're both the winners here. I definitely had an unfair advantage.
Yeah, you had more traction.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Oh my God, you just like launch and go. Then we went into Florida. Florida was fun. We made top 16, tried to make top 8, got knocked out by JTP. Then we head to New Jersey, which was an all new track again. We also had a really good time there. It decided to rain literally right before all the top 32 battles started. We got 1 lap, which was our sight lap to try out our rain setting if you have it, but it was the one, we can't make any changes. It is what it is. We did the 1 lap, then in our top 32 battle, I almost spun, so it was just like so much off throttle waiting for the car to catch and get back on it. They said it was no good. We got knocked out in top 32. Overall, we're not necessarily where we thought we would be going into round 4, but we're here at round 4, so we could redeem ourselves here. If you look behind me, this is a new track. It's a little bit smaller than Irwindale. I think this is a half mile instead of a 5/8 like Irwindale. Pretty nice track. It's got a decent bank on it and similar layout to, let's say, like what Wall, New Jersey used to be like, but just much larger. Kind of setting the car up in between Irwindale and Florida and see how it goes out there. We don't necessarily know our gear set yet, but we have one that we picked. It's gonna be fun here. As you can see, it's also raining here. I showed up in flip-flops and I just decided to leave it with that as we set up the rig, so I'm pretty wet. So let's maybe go over here and check out the track a little bit. So we're out here on the track at Lake Erie Speedway. It's a pretty nice facility. When you walk the track, the pavement's not too beat up. It's not like a cheese grater. As you can see, as it transitions down, it's not too rough. Like, let's say Florida, it's pretty rough when you come down. This is probably in between Florida and Irwindale. I know I keep saying that, but it just basically is. And those are tracks you guys can relate to. You see us driving at. It appears that they've just freshly repaved this infield, and when we were walking on that, it has like a really nice, clean, fresh surface. Maybe tire wear will be better than some tracks here. It's a pretty long track how they have it set up, so we're gonna use up all the tire by the second lap. I don't know, when I'm down here, I feel like this is gonna be an exciting round. So they're gonna have a main outer zone as they would on a bank. I don't know if you guys can see these white lines here. At the beginning, they set up where they think that we're gonna drive, but usually they'll change it after practice a little bit.
Okay, Dan, they want you guys now midline from the first to the second outer zone, so not tight on the inside anymore. Their reasoning for that is to just have everyone go through there with more momentum and not having to park the car with that second outer zone.
And then a second outer zone that doesn't go up on the bank. It'll just kind of run the bottom of that second bank there. It's gonna be fun. There's some spots where you could dive in on people and spots where maybe you can run away from people, but looks like it's gonna be some good driving. So this is Lake Erie Speedway. I can't wait to drive it. One last thing, guys. Let's cross our fingers that there's no rain tomorrow and no rain on Saturday, because drifting in the rain with these high horsepower cars, it's just not as fun. Let me take you guys back to Florida and to New Jersey, and we'll walk through the pits together and check out some of these cool FD cars that are running RAD Industries built parts on their 2JZs. Let's go see those. We're out in Florida. This is round 2 of Formula Drift. Something cool I wanted to share with you guys is all the RAD Industries parts that we build. A lot of those parts are on FD cars. I'm sure you've seen them on my car. We have like the upper water neck, the water inlet alternator. We have a power steering kit. We even have billet main caps, a couple other pieces, but we're gonna kind of just walk through, show you guys a couple of these really cool cars that are competing with our parts on them in the Formula Drift series. Here we have Adam LZ's S15 with a 2J. This car's got a lot of really nice parts, but it's got our upper water neck on there. Here we have Dylan Hughes' car. He's also got a 2JZ. Check out a couple. He's got the RAD upper water neck, water inlet, alternator. Couple cool bits from us. And inside, I think he has the 2JZ main caps. Hi guys, now we're here in New Jersey. Let's go check out some of these rad parts that are on these Prospect cars. Let's go over here. So Carlos's car has a couple of our parts on it, so let's go check out the engine bay real quick.
Dude, good. How are you? Sorry.
Very focused right now. What's up guys, we're back with Dylan Hughes, one of my favorite people to hang out with at FD. So we're gonna ask him the question, going into FD you have these expectations for yourself and then there's the reality, and we're about to go into round 4, so expectations to reality. Go.
Shoot, man. I won a carbon trophy. I got a gang of them from Pro 2, which was awesome, and it was way more fun leaving every weekend with a carbon trophy. And now I don't get any, and I'm bummed about it. That's where I'm at. I really want to get on the podium, and we're halfway through and it still hasn't happened yet, so I'm a little bitched up about that, I'm not gonna lie. But it's one of those deals, you know, we ran the rain, ran some new tracks. We're here in beautiful, beautiful Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. Stoked to be here, question mark. There's no mud, it's all good.
No rain.
But I mean, still, I want a carbon trophy at the end of the day, and I mean, obviously that's what everybody wants, but I want want it more than anybody else. So we're gonna make it happen this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Get it. I want the same thing.
I know you do.
We all want it.
Yeah, it'll happen for us, Dan, and that's part of the deal about Formula D is I think that you need to put in the time. Like being a judge sport, they're just like, oh, you're not ready for that yet. You don't deserve one yet. That's kind of the way that it feels sometimes, even though it's whatever, that's just how it is. So gotta put in your time, you gotta drive good, which I feel like we drive pretty good most of the time, but I definitely make some mistakes and that's on me. But
Drive better, yeah. I hate it when people drive better than us.
I know, I'm just
What
like,
about
wow.
these new headlights?
Oh, the Dudgy? A shout out to my boys over in China for those. I just went ahead and fired them off from the old eBay, and they came the next day, China writing all over them. And
Conversation point.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. Let's go talk to more people. See you later. All right, guys, we're here now with Simon Olsen. He has this Mark V Supra. We're gonna ask him the same question that we had asked Dylan. Simon, so going into the season, you have your expectations of everything that you think could happen or you want to happen, and then there's the reality, and now we're almost in round 4. We're here at the beginning of round 4. What are your thoughts on like your expectations versus reality?
This will be the second time I am driving a bank, so we don't have a lot of experience on that. Besides that, we didn't actually think that was supposed to get through top 32.
Yeah, you did.
We have done 2 times now, top 16. For us, the season is all about surviving. So
Go back a second. Simon Olsen's from Norway. This is his first year in Pro 1. He built this car in his homeland of Norway with his team of builders and his crew that's also here. And this was kind of its debut. So there's that thrown at you as well. It's a new car, new build, and he didn't have a whole ton of testing before he showed up to battle in Pro 1. So the fact that you got top 16 twice is really cool, and then it kind of builds confidence for going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, the car is Mark V Toyota GR Supra, fully wise fab, Nitron suspension, 2J, still a 3-liter, pushing 950 horsepower. Woo-hoo. So it's a precision turbo, Gatto performance intake. You see it all
beautiful.
there.
It's
nice.
beautiful, yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. Thank you.
See you out there.
All right, guys, now we're here with Jonathan Hurst. This is his first year in Pro 1. He's done Pro 2 a couple years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And then he's gotten better, got into Pro 1, just jumped right in and upped the horsepower, I think, on his car a little bit. Now we're halfway through the season. We're going to be after this round. I was just gonna ask you the same question I've been asking other drivers. Going into the season, you have your expectations and goals, and then now we're here and reality sets in. Like, are you kind of where you wanted to be, or how's it going?
Yeah, for sure. We're not really where we expected to be for our first year in Pro 1, which, you know, kind of a few people gave us that hint that kind of set the bar low, but we wanted to get Rookie of the Year, and so far we're halfway through the year and not quite there. Had some car issues round 1, just a few like minor things that we weren't up to par or up to speed, I guess you could say, with the Pro 1. Like, we think we're gonna be fast enough, and then you get here and like the cars are just that much faster than you would normally, you know, anticipate, especially going from Pro 2. Like in Pro 2, I felt like I had a really fast car, no one like really ran away or anything, and then come to Pro 1 and then you like are almost the slowest car. So
no way. He's fixated on speed.
Well,
he is
well, not the first couple rounds. Now we're doing a little bit better.
Maybe.
Yes, we're just having to make those changes and adapt. And Pro 2, you didn't really have to have a setup. Like, you could basically drive the same setup all year. This, you know, like, you really have to dial in your car for each track and try to get every little bit you can out of it, because all these other guys are doing everything they can.
Like the teams with a bunch of dudes that are just tweaking it, and you're like,
for sure.
What the heck?
I'm a smaller guy, probably like a more budget guy. So that's why I have a G37. I have a G37 because not everyone has one. It's like the only G37 on grid, so it's not like a few 370s or the newer Supras. There's getting like a lot of common cars. So I kind of like having a different car, and also all the parts interchange with 370Z, like the front subframe and rear subframe are the same and stuff like that.
You can find parts.
Exactly. So I have a 5.3 engine, LS, everyone says, and it's still a 5.3, just like junkyard block with full internals by My Cloud Racing Engine. They built the engine for me, and it's the same setup I've been running for almost 4 years now with a Garrett turbo, 4-speeding it, and it does really good. It makes a lot of power. It's easy to make power with it. It makes like 1,003 on 20 pounds, but we have it turned down right now to about 850. So similar, I've always been able to make 1,000 horsepower for like 4 or 5 years since Pro-Am. I just always drove on like 600-700 horsepower until now we're
reliability.
able to use the power.
I think if you like stick with it, you're gonna get what you're searching for.
For sure.
Or closer to.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still searching for that trophy.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what everyone wants, is to have a carbon trophy in pro, you know.
Yeah.
I got a few in pro too, but that doesn't mean anything, you know.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Good
thanks.
job out there.
Good job, Dan.
Good job, Dan.
Good job, guys. All right, so we're here. It's the end of the round. We got top 16. That's part of what we wanted. We wanted top 8, and we were this close, guys. I had a little bit too much grip in the car, and we just didn't know that it was gonna be too much grip, and the temperature was dropping because the sun was going down. That's when you get more grip. I should have gone up 3 PSI, let's say, and I didn't, and I left the settings similar to what they were. It's just a little too much grip, so I was fighting in the chase position. Learned from that. I will definitely do that next time on a bank that's this aggressive, because if it was like a bank like Florida, it kind of, you can just power through it. Cool thing is now we're headed to the Northwest. We're going to the West Coast next, Washington, my home state, so I'm excited about that. We're looking forward to driving a track that we've already driven. We have notes on it. We know what to do. New tire this year, so it's going to be that much better. That's what we're looking forward to. We do have to take down everything, so that part's not that exciting, but overall, halfway through the season, we're on a positive note. Car's in one piece, hasn't really been scraped up at all this whole year, and we made top 16 twice. Improvements a lot since last year. We gotta be thankful for that. The team's doing a good job. Pretty good showing here. Lots of cool fans. Thanks for being so cool, Pennsylvania. I guess that wraps it up. Talk to you guys soon. Let's go to Washington.